so excited because I am with Tim and Jenny from Strung. Now, I don't even know where to start because I know so much information, but I want you guys to sort of set it up a little bit because everything that you guys do is so incredibly cool, and I'll tell you why. We have something that's cool that everybody wants. We have amazing craftsmanship and beautiful work on everything that you put out. And checking the third box for me, there's always a really cool community give back. So whether you are someone who is interested in your children having education in school that involves music, or veterans causes, or you allowed us to pick a charity for WDHA's Rock the Rock Fest, everything you put out goes out also to someone else. So, I mean, what a great company, what a great concept. And the two of you are rockers, Tim Barbour and Jenny Mann. So I know of your band. Talk to me about how, when the vision came where you said, you know what, I think we could really do this.
Yeah, I'll start with that because yeah, this whole entire company kind of started from a broken guitar string. So we were on tour for years and years, living in the bus, 200 and something days a year, and really grinding it out on the road, real road warriors. And one day after a show, Tim was changing his guitar strings, and I just picked one up, and I said that could make a really cool bracelet. Just the colors, the silver, the rose gold of the acoustic strings, and the gold colors. I was like, that's pretty awesome. So I just had an idea, had them take me to like a Michael's the next day. I bought a couple charms, and I started selling them at our shows. And
at your merch booth, like it was like a merch booth thing, right? You were merch boothing, and you just figured, let's bring this stuff over to the merch booth. You know, everybody loves the good merch booth. Now I want to talk about the band for a second too. You're in a band called Blame Shift. Great front woman. You know, I'm a big proponent of females in rock. Please, guys, you know, Google and YouTube, and you can really see Jenny out there, you know, doing her thing, and Tim doing his thing. Came for Blood, Monster. Very, very cool tunes. I mean, really, really cool band. So, all right, for you guys to see the guitar string and then say, let's start a company. That's a pretty big step.
Yeah. You know what? It just was meant to be. It's one of those things. I just really can't even put my finger on it. We were doing music for so long, and we loved it, and it was our passion. And you know, we really we did it, you know, and we were like, we wanted something else, something like a lot of, you know, musicians have other things they do on the side, and we really wanted something that connected, that wasn't like completely out of music, something that really was, we were like dreaming about it, like what can we do? And this was not even something that I even intended on being a real company. I just had something to do on the side. Really,
yeah, it was like selling with our hoodies and t-shirts at our merch table, and we made some extra money. And then it turned into like people buying more of these bracelets that were my played strings at our merch table than like our hoodies and all of our other merch stuff that we sell. We're like, we got something a lot bigger than just like a little side hustle. Like,
there's a magic about the guitar, though. I mean, there's something about the guitar. I've had so many guitarists on my Reconnect with Rockers series with me, whether it's Steve Vai or Joe Satriani, or, you know, new artists like Wolfgang Van Halen. There's something magical about a guitar that anytime we see it or hear it or feel it or pick it up, or, you know, I don't play, but I feel like, you know, invincible when there's a guitar around. So I would imagine that the magic of the guitar strings are some of that appeal. That is what kind of made people sort of gravitate to that, maybe more than a hoodie.
I never actually thought about it like that, but that's absolutely right. Yeah, people just gravitated towards it. Just the connection between, you know, you could wear a piece of music, you could wear, you know, a piece of your favorite song, and we kind of just ran with it. We took a little time off from the road just to kind of like really define our brand and what we wanted to stand for, what we wanted to be about. And then we just went for it. We had no outside funding, it was just me and him. And we created something really special. And it's so cool because we're we're musicians and at our core, and we're able to like really just stay in the music community and keep giving back to it. So it's been a blessing for us.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And the most important thing is the jewelry, and I always say for men and for women, music inspired jewelry is absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous. It is amazing quality. It's funny because you said, yeah, and I went and I got a few charms at Michael's and stuff. That is not what this is. This is gorgeous, amazing, beautiful quality, incredible, like mind-blowing stuff. I mean, every collection is amazing. When I was on the website and I'm like, well, what I want, of course, my Rock the Rock Fest bracelet, because you guys were, super cool about, yeah, let's do a festival bracelet because you do festival bracelets. But I was looking at everything and I'm like, oh my God, like, look at the rose and look at the sterling silver stuff. The silver stuff is absolutely magnificent. So how do you find all these sort of artisans to be able to work with and become part of your brand?
Well, we hand make everything in-house. We have our own team of musicians that like we employ that are like off tour and stuff that help everything's made like literally right in New York and New Jersey here.
Wow.
Awesome. And then we also have, the silver actually we did a festival called Monsters of Rock Cruise, which we're going to do this year again. Really fun. It's all like 80s bands, like Tesla's headlining it this year. And we met a guy on the cruise who actually works in Turkey with a very awesome artisan who handmade silver. So we had this idea, like, let's use guitar strings molded into silver with some really cool skulls and like just everything inspired and tied into music. And yeah, we launched that line right before the holiday, and it's a different price point, but people love it, and it's just beautiful. Something different.
Beautiful. I mean, when you're looking for those rings and those bracelets and stuff, I'm not going for anything that's sort of, that the low quality, cheapy kind of stuff. You're looking for something, hardcore that you're going to have and you're going to wear for a really long time. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. So let's talk about the festivals, because you guys have these great festival bracelets. You've got a Monsters of Rock, the Incarceration, M3, which is a really super fun festival, Sonic Temple. And obviously you're going to be expanding that. And I think that's so incredibly cool because people feel so like much a part of that family. I know people that never miss the Monsters of Rock cruise, people that would never think to miss an M3 weekend. You sort of take a piece of all of those good feelings and vibes with you when you take, a piece of jewelry or something with you. So talk to me about getting the strings from, say, a Buck Cherry or a Lizzie Hale, or, how do you sort of get these artists to kind of come in and buy in?
So I guess, for the artists, it happens all organically, all different ways, like just from being musicians. We toured a lot, like opening up for all these different bands in the past. And, it's usually through like a manager or a guitar tech that'll, or through like for Lizzie, we were at Mann and we were at a Gibson party and she was there and we're friends with the president of Gibson at the time. And he's like, let me introduce you to Lizzie. And we're like, hey, we have this company, we play guitar strings from certain famous musicians. We make limited bracelets. We give back to different charities. Would you like to be a part of it? And she was like, this is awesome.
She's awesome. Yeah. I love her. She's so real. I can picture her totally like understanding exactly what you guys are doing.
Yeah. She literally stepped away. She's like, let's talk about it. And she's like, this is great. She's like, I throw in all my strings end up in the garbage anyway. Like we could turn this into like a profitable money-making thing instead of trash. And fans love it. They get to wear a string that was played from their favorite artist. They sign an authenticity card verifying it.
Yes.
And we raise money for a ton of different really good causes. So that's kind of it. We have a couple really, we have Skid Row that we kind of have in the back burner that's coming out soon. We have a few other really big artists that we can't really announce yet.
We have the strings. We just haven't announced the partnership yet.
Yeah, but
really
I love that. I love that. And you guys will be at Rock the Rock Fest. So the cool thing is you guys will be at Rock the Rock Fest. So there's going to be a lot of artists at Rock the Rock Fest too, which is going to be really cool because, hopefully you guys will get some more artists on board for, for the whole strung concept. So I want to talk about the give back too, because I think what you do is so important and there's so many great groups. whether it's, I know that music cares and music education in schools is very, very important to you. And I think it's incredible. I think I read the quote from your website that Jenny, you made, help us make a difference and create future rock stars of tomorrow, which is massive. I mean, because kids, we talked about it before, they're scrolling through their phone all day. You know, isn't it nice to, it's so terrible to see all of these programs getting cut in schools and kids do not have the opportunity, say that we did, you know, when we were growing up, to find a passion, you know, for singing or for playing an instrument or picking up a guitar. So it's so important to give back. And you guys are involved with so many great charities. So talk a little bit about the charities that you are involved with. I know the I Will Not Bow bracelet, which is so beautiful, helps Guitars for Vets, which I think is incredible. And it's perfect. I'm telling a lot of listeners, like, check it out. If you're a Breaking Benjamin fan, you know, I Will Not Bow is the song. And this is a great bracelet and you're helping an awesome cause. So talk to me about some of the causes you work with.
Yeah. So, kind of like early on when we were developing the idea for our company, we decided that like give back was going to be a major portion of what we do, just giving back to the music community. So we joined an organization called NAMM, which I'm sure you're familiar with, and we ended up going to DC to advocate for music education. It was really cool because we got to actually meet with our congressman. We were separated by state and all music industry professionals. So we got to go and meet with our congressman and like really send home the message of how important it is to keep music education in schools. So that's where that's where the foundation was formed. And then from there, you know, like obviously that's one of our major give backs, but we work with the CMA Foundation. We work with Music Cares, Mr. Holland's Opus, Guitars for Vets. We're kind of
Take Me Home Rescue, another animal charity actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's all about just like things that we believe are things that can make a difference in our community. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be directly related to music, which a lot of it is, just because we're, you know, insane musicians over here. But yeah, as long as we feel like it's doing something really good for a cause that we believe in, you know.
Yeah. And I want to thank you guys because we brought up to you, maybe do a give back for 11th Hour Rescue. And you guys were like, done. Like, it was just so fantastic that you guys were, you know, so on board for that. And they're going to be out also at Rock the Rock Fest. So you'll have a chance to connect with Roger and the crew at 11th Hour Rescue. Really, really good people just doing great, great work. But that's what I love so much about Strung is you're just so legit. Everything you do is just so legit. And that's what I love about it. It's just a great product with a great concept for music people and rockers. And I can't wait for you to be out at the show and see a lot of our WDHA listeners. You will not find a more passionate group of music people. I mean, it's going to be crazy. And so legit in everything that you do to give back. It's like, I just was so blown away when I started reading about the company, knowing that you were coming on board. And I said, you know what? It's not enough to just describe it. I want to do a Zoom with them because I sort of want people to sort of get to kind of meet you in a little bit of a different atmosphere other than just hearing us on the air talk about Strung and getstrung.com and check out the Rock the Rock Fest bracelet. I wanted a little bit more because I just feel it's so important, and it's such a great, incredible concept. So I love also that people can find their own song. It's so cool. Think of what a song means to you. Gosh, I think of songs for me and I think of like time travel, and so many songs mean so much. So I'm on your website and I'm like looking to find my song and I'm like, how do I do this? What, you know, but you can just sort of like answer a couple of questions. And then the website can kind of find the song for you. So for those of you who want to check it out, go to getstrung.com. And if you're sort of like, well, I don't know where to go. Do I do metal or do I do, just like type in what you like, and then songs will come back to you. And then you can go check out the bracelets. And it's so incredibly cool because you've got all these song bracelets. How many are there?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
150,
something like that.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, 150.
150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started as just like classic rock, a lot of like the real core, like, you know, and then it kind of went into 80s. And then as we started doing these big new metal rock festivals, we added a lot of like just current rock stuff that's on like a lot of the big rock stations as well that you guys probably play. So like it turned into like, you know, people kept requesting songs. We have a request line at our live festivals. You can request a song, and then we take the request line, and every month or month and a half we do a new bracelet drop from the most requested song title, so people could wear like a playlist of their favorite bracelets. So it turned into like, it didn't start like that. It just kind of turned into this thing that is now like its own wearable playlist of your favorite songs, and people collect them, and you know, which is great for us because they buy more stuff, but it has a really just emotional connection from people that love certain songs. They play their, you know, Dream On from Aerosmith when they wake up every morning, and then they get to wear the bracelet called Dream On. So
well, you know, pegged me so right too, you know, because I'm like such a metalhead, but I went in for my 70s song, and then you guys, you know, tooled me back with a Rocket Man bracelet. I'm like, oh, Rocket Man.
Yes.
Oh, that's my song. Like, how did they know that was my song? So it's so funny how like it was just so spot on for everything that I was putting in. And then, of course, just shopping on your website. And let me tell you, shopping on your website, so easy, stress-free. Bing, bam, boom, bomb, bomb, and you're out. I mean, it's not some places, you know, and when I know we have a sponsor on, I always want to go in and I want to make sure that it's super accessible and easy for the listeners, because then if somebody has a question, oh, I try to buy something, and I got like literally a bunch of listeners that hit me up, oh, bought my bracelet, bought my bracelet, bought my bracelet. Not one person had a question, not one person had an issue. I ordered mine yesterday. I got the notification that it shipped and it's supposed to already arrive tomorrow. I mean, like that's a fast turnaround. I didn't pay for anything extra for shipping. You know, free shipping for, you know, because I didn't order one. I'm not going to lie. I ordered a couple because I couldn't decide what I wanted. So there was just a lot of great things to choose from, but super, super easy shopping. So kudos to you guys, because very easy to navigate the site. Very great clean site, you know, where you just kind of are looking for things, and super, super easy to find. And I'm so excited that you guys are going to be at WDHA's Rock the Rock Fest. And the bracelet is so cool. I mean, who designed it? Did you design it, Jenny?
I think Tim did this one.
Oh, did?
Yeah,
look, she's going to give me credit on this one.
Right now. This is lucky day.
Good job, my friend. Good job. I was showing our promoter. I was like, check out the Rock Fest bracelet. He's like, oh my God, that is such a great looking bracelet. So I'm super excited. There it is.
Yeah, so
you have yours.
We get all the different inspirations. Like we try to always tie in something about the bracelet that has to do with, you know, the event, whether it's even the color of like the poster ad mat, and like, I don't know, this particular skull in this bracelet. Like I'm a big skull fan. Like our house has 100 skulls throughout it, you know.
Mine too.
Yeah, it just kind of worked with like, and I just thought it looked like simple, you know. And we made it the color wise, you know, it was the matte black with the gunmetal stones, and we incorporate the actual ball ends from the end of the guitar string, like in the piece. You know, they're all handmade with the ball ends in the guitar string from in the beaded bracelet. So like, I don't know, I just put it together, and I'm like, this is it. This is gonna, hopefully the fans are gonna like it. And yeah, so far we've had a great response online. People been messaging us and buying them online already. And there's only 100, you know.
Limited edition. So we tell everybody, you know, get yours. But still excited to have you guys out at Rock the Rock Fest. Now, are you guys local? Or you guys are Jersey peeps? Jersey? Are you in Jersey? Long Island. I know. I read that you were from Long Island. So, but I wasn't. You mentioned Jersey, and I think the first bracelet was the first bracelet sold at Dingbats. Was that where it was sold?
Was, yeah. Well, we were coming back from like a 3-month tour, and that was our last show as we came back into town.
Because when I saw Clifton, I'm like, there's only one place that it could be. It has to be Dingbats.
Oh yeah, that's it was.
It sure was.
Wow.
So yeah, I grew up in Wayne, and then I ended up, you know, meeting Jenny out here. We started the band in Long Island, and then, you know, we just went out on tour for 10 straight years, but and we ended up living out here. But I'm originally from New Jersey, so I'm from Wayne, New Jersey
guy, and you're coming home. So I'm excited. Home. We are so excited to have you at Rock the Rock Fest. It's going to be such a great time, and I encourage everybody to go to getstrung.com. Look, You can buy your Rock the Rock Fest bracelet. That's fantastic. But if there's something else there that you love or something else that speaks to you, it doesn't all have to be the Rock Fest bracelet, because everything is so beautiful, so incredible. Buy the piece that speaks to you. And of course, there's always a give back attached to every piece there. So no matter what you buy, there's going to be definitely a great way to give back to the community. So it doesn't necessarily always have to be our charity. And thank you guys so much for joining me. It was such a pleasure to meet you. I can't wait to see you in person.
Thank you for having us. It was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll have a Rock the Rock Fest cocktail, and then I'll be at your table and I'll be buying everything.
Yes, yes.
That's literally usually how it works. Give me a cocktail. Oh, I've got to have this, and this. So I'm a shopper.
Yep.
I am a shopper. So knowing that I can have, songs and things that inspire me, I'm all about that. I am all about that. Everybody hit getstrung.com. Even if you just want to check it out, I am telling you, you will be blown away. Tim Barbour and Jenny Mann, thank you so much for joining me. And I can't wait to see you at WDHA's Rock the Rock Fest.
Awesome. See you soon.